Okay, so one of the first questions I got was when it comes to signing up for your QuickBooks Online, I'm going to call it QBO from now on, your QBO account, that the video that we have and also the textbook, the screens aren't exactly the same. And that's a known issue. And the reason for that is because the QuickBooks Online Intuit is always have their engineers working on it. They're always updating it, upgrading it, evolving it. And so no matter what we do, there's always going to be something that's out of date. So when it comes to signing up, I know people have been talking about, okay, when you sign up as a corporation, do you do an S Corp or a C Corp? Go ahead and do a S Corp, but we can change that later. All of this stuff we can change later in the accountant settings in QuickBooks Online. I know there's a screen where you are supposed to select what you do if you send invoices. I think there's some purchase order stuff, things like that. That one you can also, we can change that later in the accountant settings. So, you know, just get as much of it as you can, and then we'll, and then I can help you to change it and update your settings. So I know that was a big one. So I can just open it up to everybody, and if you have any questions, we'll go from there.
So I have a question. I stopped right where we were supposed to sign up for QuickBooks, but when I was going through the practice and the exercise section, there weren't any answers. Or is there a way that we can find answers just to verify that we have the right answers, that we're on the right track?
The practice section. Let me see. Are you talking about in Canvas
in chapter
or in,
1
in McGraw-Hill?
In McGraw.
In your in the textbook?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this. Let me open up the textbook, and everybody loves our online textbook, right? So I use, like, I'll do an e-reader, like a Kindle or something like that, but I still, when I read, I still prefer having the book in my hands. I don't know why. So, okay, so are you in chapter 1?
Chapter 1, and then when you get to the practice quiz and the exercises, I'm just wondering, is there some place that we get to check our answers?
That is a good question. Okay, so we've got practice quiz 1. I'm going to share my screen. Let me do something here real quick. Okay, so here we are. Here we are. There we go. Practice quiz 1. So on page 42, and then I'm going to have to, it's been a while since I don't know if anyone's ever asked me this. So that's awesome. And it might be, if I remember correctly, let me go over here so I can open this up and see, because there is a companion site, and it's, let me bring it over here now. It's my QuickBooks Online, and so there we go. Let's see, is it the second edition that we're looking at? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the companion site is, you can see here, and I'll put this in chat, but I believe that's where the answers, you can find the answers. Okay, now let me find chat. It's guys, it's been a while since I've been in Zoom. So we at my work, I actually work for Intuit, the people that make QuickBooks. And come on, where's my stuff? There it is. Chat. Okay, so there's the link. And I work with QuickBooks Live, so which is QuickBooks Online accountants for small businesses. Okay, so let's see. And this is always a good place to go because it will help you with the textbook. Let's see. I'm talking about that. Let's see if this is the one. Let's go to the student edition. Oh, I don't want to log in as a instructor, so let's do it this way. Okay. So course-wide contents, let's see. Okay, QBO setup. No, those are just. Okay, let's see. It might be this Word document. I do not know. Student data files, no. But I mean, there are some good things in here. I think that's going to download student data files, which you don't really need for online because we're building all of it. Yeah, they've got the PowerPoint presentations, but that's not going to have the answers. So if any of you actually find that where the answers are, let me know, because it's, like I said, it's been a while since I've gone in here to see. Index. No, that's the same thing. That is a good question, which I'm going to I have a meeting with some other instructors tonight, so I will ask them. Because I am not seeing it. And it's not in with the other McGraw-Hill stuff with like the quizzes. Reports, index, let's see. I will find the answer to that, and I will post it when because I'm going to post the recording when we do that. So sorry, I couldn't find that one right here, and there's nothing that just says answers.
I wasn't sure if it was the same questions as the quiz that we have to take eventually, or.
No, because the quiz you have to take eventually, the reading quiz.
Uh-huh.
We'll just go into here, and I will do a student view. And let's take a look. Like, you have the reading quiz, and then you have the project quiz. So week 1, you're studying quiz for chapter 1. We'll just go into here. And you can take this as many times as you need until you get 100. So let's start the questions. Got it. To access QuickBooks Online Sample Company, use. So let's go back. Where did we see that? Okay. I don't think it's the same, but it might be.
No, it's not.
Okay. Practice quiz 1. All right. But where am I? So, does anybody know the answer there?
A web browser.
Very good. Yeah, that's it. You never knew. Oh, and we're very confident with that, right?
Google.
Google is your friend. So next question. Oh no. QBO SatNav should appear in QBO reports. So QBO SatNav, that's just one of the things that the textbook has. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Let's see, well, there it is. So that's where you're looking at that, the QBO SatNav. Anyway. So what other questions do we have that I won't be able to answer? That would be awesome.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So is there a way to go into QuickBooks without going through the Canvas?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can just log if you go. Oh, that's a good question because I have mine bookmarked. So QuickBooks, no, it's Intuit. No, it's QuickBooks.intuit, sorry. And if any of you are wondering, those are all of the different lantern things, like Green Lantern. Yeah, you're welcome. The different colors for the different lantern cores. Okay, QuickBooks.intuit.com. Let's go to that one. Boom. Okay, so then you're right here and sign in, and there's QuickBooks Online. And it'll take you, now this takes me right into mine. So this is the one I bookmark. I always bookmark this, and then you can just go right into it. Yeah, you don't have to go through Canvas at all.
Okay.
And then the other one that's kind of fun, let's see, is the test drive. So where do they have the test drive? It's the exercises. Here we go. That's what you'll be doing. So this is another one that I would bookmark. This is a QuickBooks test drive. It might not like that I have mine open. So here's Craig's design and landscaping services. So during the chapter, if you want to, you can do the exercises in here. The thing about this, and this is in QBO, anything that I would show you going through my QuickBooks, there would be a few differences here because it's the accountant's version. But this is where you'll start learning all about QuickBooks, the online, and figuring out what to do with it. There's the accountant settings, like I was talking about. So you can go back into here, and this isn't going to be exactly the same, but like tax form, if you want to come in here, you just click in here. We're under company, under accountant settings company, and then company type. And then you could just do form 1120S, that's an S Corp. So you could do that. And then this one, let's see what they get. Landscaping services. Let's just do that for Craig's. We'll save that. And so like your cells, oh, late fees information. Well, nobody wants to hear that. But what this does is if you exit it, then it resets the transactions that are in it. It will reset what I just did right there to what it was. It's always resetting. So that's what you can still do transactions and practice in it before you go to your own. And one of the cool things that we're going to do this semester is, let's go to our modules. And again, my Canvas is going to look a little different than yours because I have top secret stuff in there. So for example, next week, we're going to talk about self and peer audit reports. And this is how you can go in and make sure that what you've done is on track for the end of the year, end of the semester, because each week builds on itself. And then at the end of the semester, you're going to turn in like a profit and loss, a trial balance from your Mookie, the Beagle Concierge company. And then we grade that, and you'll be able to, if you're doing your self and peer audits, you'll be able to correct any mistakes you have there. So it's actually pretty cool. And then we're going to have a quiz over debits and credits, the dreaded debits and credits, right? So, and then another thing you'll see, we do have prerequisites for getting into the next week. And so you have to complete all of these items. So make sure, go into your modules and make sure everything that you can complete is completed. And then that will get you into the next module. So let's see. There's a quiz this week over the syllabus. And then both of these quizzes, the study and quiz, that's basically a reading quiz. And then the project quiz, when we go in there, where did I leave it? Okay, so then project 1.1, this is what we're going to be doing. You're going to be setting up your QuickBooks Online. You're going to be inviting me as your accountant user. And that way, one of the really nice things about that is that I will be able to go into your QuickBooks account if you're having some issues with something and help you troubleshoot. And it's really kind of cool to be able to do it like that. Before, when we were studying QuickBooks desktop version, that was very difficult to do. But in this one, we can even, share screens and go through your specific file for your company. So yeah, so you'll do this and then answer some questions in McGraw-Hill Connect regarding that, the project, and the numbers. And see, even these right here, set up your QuickBooks. I don't know if they have this right here anymore. This window. So, but we also have.
Excuse me, Brother Lawson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that stuff when I was trying to.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing we do have is, let's see if I can remember about your software, QuickBooks Online. Access the QuickBooks site, sign up process. Okay. Detailed so here's the instructions. And again, these instructions might be outdated for, even their educational stuff, they updated a lot. And then here's the QBO student sign up process video, how to sign up with it. And then we also have, I just want to make sure that's the actual, you guys can hear that. Woohoo, that's great. So, and then, let me make sure. No, I'm not supposed to publish those. You guys can't see those. Oh, this is terrible. And if you guys are figured out, we realized in my house that I was pretty much recovered from COVID when my sarcasm came back. So that should give you guys an idea about it. Let's see, where is Okay. So we have this one. This is about the course and different things. And I would highly recommend watching a lot of these. Yeah, and we'll cover these 10 chapters over the next 14 weeks about doing all of this fun stuff. And then let's see, where is it in week 2? Oh, I went to the wrong thing. Oh, there we go. I went to course materials. I know there is a lot right here. Yeah. And Brother Barker, who's another one of the instructors, he's excellent. But he has come up with these custom reports and how you can actually create these custom reports. And he does it by giving you the code for it, where you actually go in, put in that code, it will bring up the report, and then you can save it as a custom report in your own QuickBooks. So there's everything there. But the QuickBooks Online, the sign up video, a lot of that's going to be dated as well. But if you have any questions about it, like I said, it gets outdated very quickly, the way they try to evolve QuickBooks Online, and they do it all the time. So if you have any questions, you can put it in our support forum. You can reply to my announcement. You can text me. I would prefer if you try to put it in our support forum. That way other people can see it, because other people will have the same question. So let's go home. Oh, there it is. If I go to student view, I don't like student view. But that's what you guys see, right? So I learned tutorials, student resources. Let me see. That's not the one I want. And then everything else is grayed out. So again, let me just reiterate, we can go back and change the settings, accountant settings in your QuickBooks Online, and get it to where you need it. That's not very difficult. So, yep. So what else do we have?
I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
One is, so I had started the project.
Mhm.
Is that just like I took notes on what the questions were and then I went in? Is it, so when we take the quiz, is it just going to be like the answers? So I think I only had to change 2 things in there. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's really not much. In fact, what I'll do right now, let me just show you what the quiz looks like, the project quiz.
And then my one other question is related, just in case you're in. I know while I was doing it, I saw where I could add you, but I didn't do that right then because I thought I had to do it in an order, and now I can't find it. So I don't know where it had the instructor.
Oh, okay. To your QuickBooks.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. If do you have QuickBooks open right now?
Maybe. I think I do underneath. Let me see.
If you wouldn't mind sharing your screen, let me allow it first, and then I can show you exactly where to go. And let me stop the share. Okay, you should be able to share your screen. And now it's time for me to have a cough drop.
Desktop, is that what I hit? Share.
Yeah, perfect. There you go. Are you on a Mac? You are.
I am.
I could never, for some reason, I could never get into Mac. I tried, but I couldn't do it. And now I'm not disparaging those of you that are Mac, Apple people. I even tried the iPhone once, and I was like, no, I can't do it.
I could never switch. I could never switch now.
Right.
Started the other way.
Yeah, all my friends that are Mac people. In fact, I think all of my kids, my 4 kids, all have Apple, the iPhones, and they swear it's the best thing ever. And I'm like, no, just give me my Android, and I'll be fine. And I think what it is Excel. Excel is really built for Windows, and I know they have Excel for Mac and everything like that, but Excel's been my wheelhouse for my entire career. So I don't know. I think it's something about that. Okay, so let's do this.
IT. He is a Mac person, and he's an IT person, so he can help me with that. But I called him almost every day when I did my Excel class. Okay,
so let's go up, if you don't mind, to the gear icon in the upper right-hand corner, or that little pokey wheel. Mm-hmm. Let's come over to under your company accountant settings. Oh no, that's not the right place. I'm sorry. I'm go hit the X. We're talking about sending an accountant user. Okay, go to the gear icon again. And then under your company, the second one is manage users. And then you're going to go over where it said that green button that says add users. And then we're going to go to, let's see, standard user, where is that? No. Wait a minute. Did they change this? See, they like I said, they change this stuff all the time.
But I know when I was in the middle of doing one of the sections, I saw, like, I think it was a pop-up that said, do you want to add your instructor? And I was like, I'll come back to that. And now
I put it in under my accountant, but maybe that was wrong.
Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. So go ahead and click the X on this. That's right. So we'll go over, you can go to up there under my experts. Oh, let's see, scroll down, and it might be on the left navigation where we have to do this. Yeah, it's going to be on the left navigation. So scroll down on the left navigation.
Oh, there it is.
My account, yep, there it is. An account can be your best business partner. That's exactly right. When it's Brother Lawson, sure. So the email you use for me, and I'll put this in chat real quickly because this is the one that goes to my QBOA. That's shorthand for QuickBooks Online for Accountants. Let me find the chat again. I tell you, sometimes having two or three screens is a detriment to finding stuff. Okay, so it's michael.h.lawson@outlook.com. And send that to me. And then I will become your accountant user.
That's right.
Oh, you know what? I have the chat in the way. Michael, yep, that's it.
All right, perfect. All right, well.
Okay. Oh, I just got it. How cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I probably can stop screen sharing, but I don't know how.
Go down and it should say stop screen share. Or stop share, it should say it somewhere. And sometimes it wants to hide on you.
Yeah, I'm let's see, maybe I need to make this big.
At the very top of your Zoom screen, or at the very bottom, it'll say stop share in red.
I'm trying to make my Zoom screen big. Maybe I did that. No.
Or Brother Lawson can
I can kick you off there.
Okay, my screen is so little, I can't.
Show you some of the differences, if you don't mind, between my QBOA versus QBO.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. They've even recently changed the sign in. I mean, it's just a very subtle change, but it's still, you know, can be kind of traumatic. Okay. Okay, so what I'm doing here, let me now share my screen. Okay, so I am, if you can see, I am in Autumn's Mookie the Beagle concierge. And so I can go in here and do some really bad stuff, but I won't. That's why you have to trust your accountant. So there's a few differences in the accountant version. One of the differences is you see right up here, there's accountant tools. And I'll just show you guys what these are. Quick links. I mean, you guys have this stuff as well. But then there's tools, the month-end review, which is also over here on the left navigation. That is how your accountant can go in and close your books for you and print out your reports. There's notes. You can bulk reclassify transactions, different reports options. You can write off invoices. So it's actually pretty cool. I'll just show you the month-end review. So you have it, you know, for August, if I'm closing the books for August, which I would be doing in September usually, I can look at bank transactions and see if there's anything that needs to be added from the bank. And so here's your banking, and we'll get into this later. You can connect an account or you can upload transactions. So basically your bank is sending your information, your banking information, business banking information directly to QuickBooks. It can do that for a checking account, savings account, a line of credit, credit cards, loans. There's all kinds of different things that they can do where it really makes it easy to add transactions to QuickBooks or match them to what you have. So, and we'll be getting into that definitely. So yeah, there's all kinds of pretty cool things. And then again, if you need to change some stuff up, you can go right up here to accountant settings. And that's perfect. Yeah, that's fantastic. And then, you know, under sales, you can do, you know, invoices, and we'll get into all of that different kind of stuff. The guts of any accounting, a computerized accounting system, is your chart of accounts. And QuickBooks will do this. They will actually create a chart of accounts for you. And next week we'll actually start looking at the chart of accounts, or it might be the week after that. So, and these have, you know, assets. It has your balance sheet accounts, which are assets, liabilities, and equity. It has your profit and loss, which are income and expense accounts. Just very, you know, very basically saying that kind of stuff. So, and then when you connect a bank account, it shows up right here as an asset, because that's what it is. It's an asset. So, yeah, you'll get very familiar with the chart of accounts. So, and I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole, just kind of show you a few of the little things there. So, all right. So what other questions do we have?
Okay, so I just have one more question as you were showing
And
us all that.
wait, Helen, am I going to be able to answer it? Let's just find out.
I'm just curious. So we're creating our own accounting system through QuickBooks. But are we all going to have, like, if we get into study groups, are we all going to have the same answers, or do we get to make certain decisions? And so our accounts might be different. We might have.
That's an excellent question. I mean, it really is. And the short answer is your accounts should all be exactly the same. All your answers should be the same, because really what this is not an accounting course per se. You need accounting knowledge, a little bit of accounting knowledge for it, but this is more learning the process of using the accounting system. So we use this Mookie, the Beagle Concierge, for you, and all the transactions you're going to be entering, everyone's going to be entering the same one into their account. So yeah, that's, and study groups and stuff like that, I don't mind those at all. You know, always, of course, do your own work and things like that. But and we are gonna, I can't remember if it's next week or the week after. I think it's the third week. You will sign up, and this is gonna sound so funny, for your final partnership, final project partnership. And we're not doing that until week 12. We you know, really week 13 is when all that is due. But the reason we do that so early in the semester, and one of the reasons we ask you what languages you speak, is so you can partner up with somebody that may be in your same geography. And, you know, a lot of times we have students that are coming from foreign countries, which is awesome. That's one of the things I love about BYUI, is that we're international and we're all, you know, children of God here doing that. But there's so many different flavors to everything, which makes us better. And so if there's someone that you could help by speaking Spanish to them, or, you know, whatever other language you speak, that'd be great if you feel comfortable doing that, obviously. But so you'll definitely have someone that you can talk to. You'll have discussion groups. You'll have the same discussion group for the first 7 weeks, and then you'll change your discussion group for the last 7 weeks. And just get different people. But yeah, so that's kind of a rambling answer, but hey, I answered that one right. Woohoo. So wait, Helen, are you actually in Hawaii right now?
I am.
Wow, that's so cool. So I'm one of those people that I have been to both Alaska and Hawaii. I was born in Alaska, and then I visited Hawaii. So yeah. And you know, you can work for Intuit as an online bookkeeper from Hawaii. We have bookkeepers at Intuit that do that. And I think we also have them from Alaska. Interesting. Well, I guess to me it was. All right, so we got about 5 minutes left. What other questions do we have?
Would you be willing to, if I shared my screen, to help walk through this getting onto the program?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you bet. Share your screen. I'd love to do that. And this is one I love doing stuff like this, because it helps everybody. You know, everyone is has those questions, where a lot of people have those questions, and so this can help everybody out.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is I got here, wrote my name of my company.
Okay.
And then the next question that I get is, what's the industry? Which
so this one you can do, and this is one that you could change, or you can put or you can skip it for now and do it later. So, but let's go ahead and let's just put it in there, and it's pet. Oh, I can't remember exactly, but type pet.
Okay.
What is it? Was it? Pet care except veterinary services. And then next. Oh, this is great. Okay, so your business, you are going to be an S corp.
Okay.
And you are going to be the owner or partner.
All right. I got a couple of those right.
Yeah. Let's see. And then, yeah, I believe it's been a while since I've done this one too, but yeah, you do have.
Do I have employees?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me look at the book real quick so we get this right.
What was the industry type again?
If you type in pet, it's pet care services other than veterinary.
Yeah.
And then let me real quickly go into the setup. So.
And it's small business corp?
Yeah, it's an S corp. Yep.
Okay.
So the difference between an S corp and a C corp, which has nothing to do with our course, but is the way they're taxed. A C corp is like your regular corporation where they tax their earnings and then they will pay out dividends. An S corp is what they call a pass-through organization where the earnings pass through to the owners and then they're taxed on the earnings, not of the corporation, but the earnings that they have. So
It says
okay.
they're independent contractors.
Okay, so there are independent. Let's see.
So.
Okay, so yeah, you want to you have employees.
So.
You let's see, and is it just going to let you do one?
Oh no, I can do both.
Okay, do employees and contractors. Okay. And then free trial of QuickBooks payroll. No, we don't. Just say maybe later because we can. Okay. You can set up QuickBooks and start using it right away. And then right now, we're just going to skip for now. You don't need to link accounts. None of those. We are going to invoice customers. And we are going to do some track your bills.
So let me do.
It's good because, well, we can do either one. Just go ahead and do invoice customers. And invoicing your customers, tracking sales tax. And then we can hit next. Next. Okay, let's see here. Track receipts and bills. Enter and pay bills. Track time. Manage inventory. Pay employees or contractors. And manage sales tax. I think that's it. But again, we can always go change that if we need to.
All right. Thank you so much. I spent like an hour or so yesterday trying to figure this out.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So and that will help others out too. So I'm glad we were able to do that. And that's one of the reasons I like to have this meeting fairly quickly during the week, is so because I know a lot of times technology freaks us out. It does me too. And this is technology. So the more help I can give you to start, or that your classmates can give you, the better. So definitely.
So mine got set up before I clicked, like, I didn't go through all of those options. Is there
Uh-huh.
a way to go through it once I'm already in it?
Now, then we would go to accountant settings and change some of the accountant settings.
So I was doing that while you were helping her, but I don't see like employees and like that information.
So that one, now on your left-hand navigation, do you have a payroll thing?
Yes.
So if you go into that, that's where you could, there's employees, there's contractors. I don't think you need to do it necessarily right now.
Okay.
Because we can do that later.
Okay.
Because we don't need to do it now. So a lot of that stuff is very fluid that we don't need to do it right now. We will do it later in the semester. And the peer and self audits that I talked about just briefly, that will also have everything you need to know. So your accountant settings are set up properly, your chart of accounts is set up properly, and that will help immensely. And next week, we're going to learn about that. There's great tutorials on how to do that, how to set up the reports, and then how to do the peer audit and the self audit.
Okay.
So you get that. So, all right. Very good. Well, everyone, thank you so much for attending. And I am going to stop the recording now in just a minute. And there we go.